Oh, the underwear scene. Let's put it this way. The whole underwear scene, let's just say it was a half dare, half challenge. And like any good crab fisherman, we're not going to let a dare or a challenge go by. I can too. What do you mean I wouldn't do that? I will too. And next thing you know, I'm running out in my underwear in front of 50 million people, slipping and falling, and tearing a hole in them.
And so you think there's a correlation you're saying between the higher ratings this year with Discovery Channel after you did the underwear scene in last year?
Well, I know that Discovery this year, Deadliest Catch, the ratings were higher this year than they ever have been, and they've slowly been climbing every year. I don't know if particularly my underwear scene helped or hurt Deadliest Catch, but there was definitely some good feedback from that. I wasn't expecting the feedback that I got, but there was definitely a lot of people that were very interested in what happened.
Did you need help to go down and get the fan mail following weeks?
My Facebook page and my email and my cell phone went crazy for about a week after that. Fortner, I just saw you in your underwear. I mean, I was in Florida. I was in Florida for the event with Verizon Wireless flew me down there last week to do the event for the sport fishing tournament. And this young girl came up to me and she goes, "Are you the one that I saw in his underwear on Deadliest Catch last week?" And I laughed and I said, "That was my twin brother, actually." And she goes, "No, that was you." And I said, "Okay, it was me." So
I'm surprised that lasted
I know. Oh, it was the best part about that was the day that episode aired with me in my underwear. That morning, I was speaking at elementary school, and I'm glad that I spoke that morning because the next morning, the teacher that I had been working with, she texted me about 11 in the morning. She goes, "Mike, my students are going nuts today. They all came into school saying, 'We just saw Mike in his underwear last night.'" I said, "That's why I'm glad that I talked to the kids yesterday morning and not after the show aired, because all the questions would have been related to that." So. But in all honesty, I mean, I'm glad that I was surprised by the feedback that I got. They said, there's been a lot of, everyone knows what happened to Phil this year. There was a lot of kind of downer, kind of gloomy experiences. And a lot of them, which I was surprised, a lot of them, wrote me and said, "Hey, this was great. It was a fun moment that Discovery, interjected in there to make everyone kind of realize that this, you guys you still have fun doing what you're doing." And I personally, I live to have fun. And the Time Bandit is an extremely fun boat to work on. The Hill Strands are great guys to work for. They're all about practical jokes. And it was good to kind of mix it up a little bit. And I mean, that's us. That's what we do. That's our everyday life out there. I mean, we are goofy. Cameras are not. That's how we act every day. Well, not necessarily running out of my underwear every day, but on a dare I would.